Welcome back everyone to my Let's Create a Blood Bowl Legendary Edition team, Halfling Edition. Oh boy. Well, before I get to the bad stuff, let's start with the good stuff, the apothecaries. So we'll buy one, and rerolls, you'll probably need a lot of them. Let's get four of them. They cost 60,000. Not as cheap as some teams where they only cost 50,000, but still decent price. Team roster, let's purchase players. As you can see, only two types of players for Halfling teams. And one type is good, but severely weakened because of one of their stats, and the other, well, all around bad. The Treemen. Treemen have the lowest movement of any player in the game. 2 movement. I already explained it in the Wood Elf creation team video, but when you end up prone on the pitch, it takes 3 movement to get up. And as you can see, they have less than 3 movement, which means that they do have to roll a die to see if they can get up. So this is a big problem. Because of that, this type of player will be really looking for those movement level ups. They do have 6 strength, which is very, very good, but 1 agility. They do have 10 armor, which is really good, best armor value in the game. And they do have mighty blow, stand firm. Stand firm is always good for those offensive and defensive line players. Strong arm, which means that they can pass the ball or a player a bit easier, and they have thick skull, which means that they're coupled with their high armor value. It means that they're difficult to get out of the game, and they do come with throw teammate, which should be called throw halfling, and take root, which is their problem that I covered in the Wood Elven video, which means that if you roll a 1 whenever you want to take some kind of action, your player will just be stuck into that spot and won't be able to move until either they're knocked down, or there's a touchdown, or the halftime comes. So, you know, some good things about that player, that type of player, but a lot of drawbacks. Especially if you're hoping to develop a halfling throwing game, because they only have 1 agility. So if you're hoping to develop that type of game, you'll be looking all over for those agility level ups, and they're a bit hard to come by. So you can't really build your team hoping that you'll be able to do that. Anyway, 120,000, I'll buy 1. I'll probably end up buying 2. Actually, yeah, I'll buy both of them, because you still have a lot of money left. Halflings, as you can see, they only cost 30,000, which is very low. If I remember correctly, only snotlings cost that little. And there's a reason why they cost so little. Dodge, right stuff, and stunty. Right stuff means that it can be thrown by a big guy, like the treeman. Stunty, more difficult to tackle, but easier to hurt, to injure. Dodge certainly helps their survival a little bit. They have bad movement, 5. Why do I say bad movement? Because if you compare them to goblins. Goblins have 6 movement. They do have the same strength and agility as goblins. And they do have 6 armor value, which is very, very low. So halflings are definitely not durable. They'll be falling like flies left and right. So let me buy a bunch of them. Here I have 11 players and still 200,000 left to develop the team. So let's go get at least one more reroll. Actually 2. 6 rerolls. It may seem a bit excessive, but trust me, you'll need them. And then let's purchase a couple of spare halflings because you'll be getting a lot of injuries. Of course, since you have 80,000 left, you could get a 7th reroll, but 6 reroll is still a lot when you start out, so let's go for 2 more players. And you have a little bit of money left, and you'll be spending it soon anyway because you'll be losing players. So this is the type of team you can end up when creating a halfling team. It may seem like a decent team at first, but when they hit the pitch, you'll notice the difference. Halflings suck. Still, they can be fun to play, but don't expect to win very often with those. Don't expect to win at all. But hey, maybe you can squeeze in a win once in a while. And if that can satisfy you, hey, by all means, make a halfling team. However, for competitive purposes, yeah, just pass over them. Anyway, we'll tackle another race in the next video.